The feds now say they have video proof showing the alleged kidnapping of Gucci Mane.
Says rapper Pooh Shiesty is simply too dangerous to be out on bond.
Federal prosecutors are refusing to back down, arguing that rapper Pooh Shiesty should not be released on bond because they believe he poses a serious risk to public safety. Public attention exploded after Gucci Mane shared video that allegedly showed a robbery involving Pooh Shiesty. Unlike the usual online rumors or rap drama, this case includes video evidence and federal charges.
Federal prosecutors claim that they have video evidence of the Pooh Shiesty robbery and kidnapping, and allegedly Big 30 was the one who recorded it. And here's what the statement that came out today says. Unsatisfied with merely obtaining the written release of the contract, Williams Jr., who's Pooh Shiesty, announced that he wanted to film RD, who's Radrick Davis, aka Gucci Mane, stating that Pooh Shiesty is dropped from 1017, all while Wright Jr. recorded. Wright Jr. is Big 30 for those of y'all who don't know. All while co-defendant DeMarcus Glover standing in front of the door and blocked it holding a...
Prosecutors say the evidence is strong, and reports surrounding the case have sparked speculation about Gucci Mane's role in the investigation. Even Shiesty's former security guard reportedly asked the court to deny bail.
Gucci Mane's security guard, which was allegedly at the studio the night that Pooh Shiesty pulled up with his father, Big 30, and other goons to allegedly get Gucci Mane to sign this contract over, he went on to write a letter to the judge to let the judge know why he thinks that Pooh Shiesty shouldn't get bail.
The situation marks a dramatic turn for the artist Gucci, once signed to 1017 Records. He stood by Shiesty during an earlier prison sentence and kept him on the label while moving on from other artists. Now, Gucci Mane has become a key figure in a major federal case. Shiesty faces federal charges, including allegations involving a firearm and kidnapping connected to Gucci Mane while he was on federal supervision from an earlier conviction. If convicted, some charges could carry life sentences, making this far more serious than a typical music industry dispute. Federal complaints, FBI affidavits, court records, and detention hearings paint a much deeper picture than quick headlines. Together, they outline the collapse of what was once one of Southern rap's biggest partnerships into a major criminal prosecution. The story starts with Lantrell Donald Williams Jr., born November 8, 1999, in Memphis, Tennessee. Memphis has long been known for its raw street rap, shaped by artists like 3 6 Mafia, Yo Gotti, and Young Dolph. Shiesty carried that style when he broke out in 2019 with the independent single Hell Night, catching the attention of Radrick Davis, better known as Gucci Mane. As one of the biggest names behind modern trap music, Gucci Mane helped shape Atlanta's rap scene and played a major role in launching artists like Young Thug. After rebuilding his career, he introduced the new 1017 label and started looking for fresh talent. In April 2020, Pooh Shiesty signed a joint deal with 1017 Records, an Atlantic Records that Billboard reported was worth around $10 million. The deal was a huge moment for the rising Memphis rapper, giving him major label support and worldwide distribution. Pooh Shiesty later said signing with Gucci felt like the natural choice because they shared the same vision. They quickly released music together, with Shiesty appearing on the So Icy Summer compilation and tracks like Still Remember and Who Is Him. His biggest breakthrough came on November 6, 2020, when Back in Blood, featuring Lil Durk, climbed to number 13 on the Billboard Hot 100. Soon after, he appeared on Spot'em Got'em's Beatbox 2 remix, which reached number 12. Within a year, Shiesty had several top 15 hits, earned a spot in the XXL freshman class, and was named Billboard's Hip Hop Rookie of the Month. His debut mixtape, Shiesty Season, arrived on February 5, 2021, featuring artists like 21 Savage, Gucci Mane, and Lil Durk. It debuted at number 3 on the Billboard 200, selling 62,000 album equivalent units in its first week. Behind the scenes, though, legal problems were growing. In October 2020, Shiesty was detained after an incident at the Landon Hotel in Bay Harbor Islands, Florida, but was later released. In June 2021, he was arrested again over a separate Memorial Day weekend incident in Miami-Dade County. That same month, a federal grand jury charged him in connection with the October 2020 Florida shooting. Prosecutors allege the dispute happened during a transaction involving marijuana, codeine, and luxury sneakers, leaving 2 people injured. Investigators also pointed to digital evidence. A Louis Vuitton bag left in the Landon Hotel parking lot matched one shown on Shiesty's social media. Authorities also said cash found inside the bag had serial numbers matching bills seen in photos posted online. By January 2022, a plea agreement reduced the federal case to one charge: conspiracy to possess firearms in furtherance of crimes of violence and drug trafficking. In return, prosecutors dropped 3 other counts, removing the immediate possibility of a life sentence. On April 20th, 2022, U.S. District Judge Kevin Michael Moore sentenced Shiesty to 63 months in federal prison, followed by 3 years of supervised release and $35,000 in restitution. His attorney, Bradford Cohen, said the outcome was favorable compared with the much harsher penalties Shiesty had originally faced. While Shiesty was serving his sentence, Gucci Mane announced major changes to his 1-7 label. Around October 2024, he said the roster would be reduced as part of financial restructuring, but confirmed that Fujiano and Pooh Shiesty would stay. He repeated that commitment in a 2025 interview with TMZ, showing unusual support for an artist still in prison. Thanks to the First Step Act, which allows some inmates to earn earlier release through good conduct and rehabilitation programs, Shiesty was released from federal custody on October 6, 2025, about 6 months ahead of schedule. His team described it as a fresh start. On December 12, 2025, he released the comeback single FDO, which debuted at number 22 on the Billboard Hot 100 and topped both the Hot R&B/hip hop songs and Hot Rap Songs charts. Despite that success, business tensions were reportedly growing. An FBI affidavit from Special Agent Brittany Garcia stated that Shiesty was unhappy with his 1017 Records contract. At the same time, reports said Yo Gotti's CMG label was interested in signing him, adding more pressure because of the long-running rivalry between Gucci Mane and Yo Gotti. Court records say those issues led to a January 10, 2026, meeting at a Dallas recording studio where Shiesty and Gucci Mane were expected to discuss his request to leave 1017 Records. According to prosecutors, when everyone arrived at the studio, Shiesty asked to speak privately with Gucci Mane inside a secure recording room. Gucci entered with Shiesty, Shiesty's father, Lantrell Williams Sr., and Memphis rapper Big 30. Court filings allege Shiesty presented contract release papers and demanded they be signed immediately. When Gucci refused, prosecutors claim Shiesty pulled a black AK-style semi-automatic pistol from a bag and pointed it at him. The affidavit alleges Gucci signed the paperwork under threat, after which jewelry, a wedding ring, and cash were taken. Prosecutors also describe a second confrontation outside the room. Court documents allege the other defendants held 2 music industry associates at gunpoint. One person, identified as MM, was reportedly choked until nearly unconscious and robbed of a Rolex and a luxury bag. The other was allegedly forced onto a sofa while personal belongings were taken. Prosecutors further claim Big 30 blocked the exit, preventing anyone from leaving and leaving the victims frightened. The government's case relies heavily on physical and digital evidence. Prosecutors say location data from Shiesty's federal ankle monitor placed him inside the Dallas studio on January 10th. Investigators also cited cell phone records and license plate reader data that allegedly tracked the group's trip from Memphis to Dallas and their hotel stay. Investigators also reported finding fingerprints matching several defendants on red plastic cups inside the studio. Prosecutors further cited social media posts showing cash and expensive jewelry similar to the reported stolen items. The FBI also obtained a receipt showing Shiesty's father allegedly printed the contract release forms at a Staples store just hours before the meeting, which prosecutors argue supports claims of planning. Big 30's alleged role could have major consequences. As one of Shiesty's closest collaborators since 2019, prosecutors claim he played an active part in the events at the studio. The affidavit alleges he handed Shiesty the firearm, recorded the contract signing on his phone, and blocked the exit. After his arrest, authorities reported finding weapons in his vehicle. Although a Tennessee magistrate first approved a $100,000 bond, Texas District Judge Ed Kincaid reversed that decision, citing Big 30's reported high-value recording contract as evidence of a possible flight risk. On April 2nd and 3rd, 2026, authorities arrested 8 of the 9 people named in the indictment across Nashville, Memphis, and Dallas. At a news conference, U.S. Attorney Ryan Raybould described Pooh Shiesty as the alleged leader of the conspiracy, saying what began as a business meeting turned into an armed criminal investigation. The unsealed 18-page indictment filed on April 28 includes 5 counts. Prosecutors allege a kidnapping conspiracy lasting from early January through January 13, 2026, along with kidnapping, extortion, and interstate transportation of stolen property charges against several defendants. The government is also seeking asset forfeiture, and the conspiracy charge alone could carry a life sentence if there is a conviction. During a detention hearing before U.S. Magistrate Judge Renee Harris Tolliver, Shiesty's attorneys challenged parts of the investigation. FBI agents acknowledged they had not personally interviewed Gucci Mane or his associates before the initial arrests and had relied on statements collected by Dallas police. The defense also questioned the 3-month delay before the arrests and argued that the contract at the center of the alleged extortion had not been recovered or presented in court. Despite Shiesty's visible reactions during the hearing, Judge Tolliver denied bail, finding that the government had presented substantial evidence. Shiesty was returned to the Kaufman County Jail, hired new attorneys, and pleaded not guilty to every charge in May 2026. His federal trial is scheduled to begin on July 6, 2026, following a final pretrial conference on July 1st. If convicted on the most serious charges, he could face life in prison, and any sentence related to violating his supervised release could be added separately. His defense still has opportunities to challenge the government's case, but prosecutors also point to evidence that includes electronic monitoring data, surveillance footage, and fingerprint evidence. Gucci Mane didn't respond with a typical public statement or social media post. Instead, on April 10, 2026, he released the Zaytoven-produced song, Crash Dummy. The lyrics describe betrayal by someone close and reference a business meeting that allegedly turned into something much more serious. The song also points to someone Gucci had continued supporting even after major legal troubles. The release quickly sparked online debate. Some social media users wrongly claimed the song confirmed Gucci had leaked surveillance footage from the alleged incident. In reality, those claims mixed together the music, court filings, and the ongoing federal case into one viral story. The case has drawn major attention because it involves a mentor and artist whose partnership once looked unbreakable. Prosecutors allege Gucci supported Shiesty through difficult times, only for their relationship to end in a federal criminal case. The outcome will now depend on what is presented and proven in court as the July 2026 trial moves forward. What do you think really happened between Gucci Mane and Pooh Shiesty? Do you believe the prosecution's case is as strong as it appears, or do you think the defense could raise enough doubt at trial? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next update.